Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. It has been a hot minute since I've said that. I believe the last country I did was Peru, and that was a while ago. It was over a year ago. It's crazy. It's so hard to believe and fathom and all of that. It's crazy. I didn't want to wait this long. I had full intentions of getting these last couple videos done in a timely manner, but here we are, and that's okay. I want to continue and to finish what the Lord put on my heart to do from the beginning of the race, and that's vlog it and record it and make videos and just share testimonies and stories of just His goodness all throughout the world. And so with that, this vlog is all about eSwatini. So for eSwatini, we had a crazy travel day. We started in Cusco, Peru, just outside of Cusco, Peru from our burn, and we drove from there back to Lima, Peru, which is about a 27-hour bus ride through the Andes Mountains. It's intense. It was an intense drive, that's for sure. And from Lima, we flew to Cancun, and then from Cancun, we flew to Switzerland. From Switzerland, we flew to Johannesburg, South Africa, and from Johannesburg, we drove to eSwatini, formerly known as Swaziland. It was crazy. We get out of the airport out of Johannesburg, and it looks a lot like Southwest Kansas. It looks a lot like what I'm used to, wide open plains, lots of farmland, not very many trees, pretty dry. And then we pull up to this gas station, this truck stop, and out the back there's just this watering hole, and it has all sorts of buffalo and different antelope and just different African animals, and we're like, oh, we're no longer in America or anywhere familiar. And after that, we had a couple more hours on into eSwatini. And in eSwatini, we stayed at this property that was a little ways out from Manzini, eSwatini. And it's wide open property. The girls shared one house, pretty small. We called it the closet. And the boys shared another little house. And we had a little pool and just a lot of area to just kind of spread out. And it was much needed, as it was all squad month. We changed teams again, so this was our fourth team, I believe, for the race, fourth and final team. And yeah, all squad month brought all sorts of different things. They're always sweet, but they're always hard as well. Just that many people in one area, that many different personalities, but it really just puts a highlight and a spotlight on what areas you need to give up and you need to surrender to the Lord, and helps bring to light what areas are preference and what areas are actually like what areas I need to change in myself, or if they're actually something that other people need to change in their lives. And most of the time it's something that I need to change in my life, not the other way around. As well as all squad month, we had PVT, or parent vision trip, and so some of the squad's parents were able to come and just spend time seeing each other, being around each other, being each other's presence after many months of not being together. They were able to come to our care point, which is what we did for ministry in eSwatini. Care point is basically just a place. They have, I think Adventures and Missions has close to 40 spread out, scattered around eSwatini, and it's just for the kids of the community to come and get one hot meal a day. And we were able to just help in preparation with that, as well as our parents, when they were there, they were able to do that. And it's just so humbling to be able to be around those kids and just watch them interact with each other. And the youngest ones go first, and then the oldest ones go last. And everyone is just waits in a very orderly manner, in an orderly fashion, and make sure that the youngest kids get fed first. And for a lot of these families that go to this care point, there are a lot of orphans. They live with possibly an elderly grandparent that can't really take care of them, or it's an older sibling that is taking care of them. But just the love that they have for one another and the joy that they have is just unmatched. One of the girls at our care point, she was so excited. She loved my mom, and she was so excited to come and tell her one of the days that she was in 5th grade and they were going to get to learn how to read. And it is just crazy, the things that we take for granted here. It just really puts things into perspective. But yeah, that's kind of what our days looked like. We went to these care points and loved on the kids that were there, as well as helped the kitchen ladies that were there as well. They had different, like, they loved playing tag, and they loved playing on the slide. So many giggles, so many laughs, so much just pure and innocent joy coming from the kids. They love dancing and playing games, and we told them Bible stories, and it was just a sweet time with those kids. For me though, eSwatini was a hard month. It was really sweet getting to see my mom and see the parents and everything like that. But other than that, it was really tough being an all squad month, switching teams, being a TL for just a group of girls that I hadn't really known before. I knew obviously they were on our squad, but I hadn't been on teams with very much and hadn't spent a lot of time with them, and so I was nervous. Joy was really hard for me to choose during eSwatini, and I didn't do a great job at choosing Joy all the time, or really much at all. And I had a dear friend that brought that to my attention of, hey, this is what you are exhibiting right now. You're not being very joyful, and I know that's not who you are, who you want to be. And so if you have anybody like that in your life, man, hold near to them, hold on to that friendship, hold on to that relationship. It's something special. But with that, we as a squad and we as a team and just me as an individual were able to see that and work through some of those things that were pretty hard. This month though, we had one of our best hosts. I think I can confidently say Morgan and Mungani and their 2 kids and Morgan's sister-in-law, and they were just incredible, as well as the couple that allowed us to stay on their property. They all just made us really feel seen and loved and appreciated, and just like we were a part of their family. And they welcomed us right in, even though they didn't have to. In eSwatini, I also started to realize that I was so much more capable than I thought I was, just as a person, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, even just all the way around. And so in that eSwatini, I learned a lot, and it was a difficult month. It was hard to choose into ministry. It was hard for me to choose into difficult relationships, and I didn't always do a good job at it. But looking back a year later, it really started just a process in me that has continued on to this day, of just learning to love who I am in Jesus, and learning to cling to that identity, and just learning what you have to daily choose to put on. But yeah, thank you for just continuing to follow along, even though it has been a year later. I promise that the next video won't be quite as long. Catch you soon.
Outside!